There are a lot of Snoke theories that are floating around, but a lot of them do not relate back to the Legends, comics, and novels. And one thing that we've noticed is that although Disney is coming up with their own stories and ideas, a lot of these stories and ideas are actually derivatives off of the novels and comics. So they're not completely coming up with new ideas. And one example of that is how, a defeated empire goes off into the unknown regions and then comes back, stronger than ever. That's a theme that has been recurrent throughout, Star Wars novels and books. And so here I want to talk about who Snoke could actually be from Legends. And the person who I'm thinking about is known as Exar Kun. And Exar Kun, just to give you some background, was a ancient Jedi who lived 4,000 years before A New Hope. So this was way, way before the Empire and Palpatine and Darth Sidious and Darth Vader. This guy was an incredibly talented Jedi. Incredibly. He was by far the most talented Jedi in the Order, and he had no equal. And he started to get very arrogant, and he started to get very eager and hungry and ambitious for more power. And one time, he stumbled upon a holocron, and immediately his master was like, no, you cannot go near that. You can't touch that, There's no way, His master, Vodo, thought, this guy's incredibly powerful, there's no I'm gonna fucking let him, touch this holocron and become corrupted by the dark side. Regardless, Exar Kun went and started doing his own investigations, and he went to Korriban and he recovered many artifacts and talked to a series of dead Sith Lords. And after a while, he turned to the dark side, and he took another talented Jedi apprentice named Ula to be his apprentice. And together they started the Great Sith War. He rallied the Mandalorians and the Chani and many others. And after a while, Ula betrayed him. His apprentice betrayed him and betrayed his location. And as the Jedi attacked his stronghold on Yavin 4, he knew that there was no way he was going to win. He was just too badly outnumbered. So, using all the knowledge he learned, he enacted a Sith ritual that sacrificed all of the Massassi, which were the descendants of the ancient Sith. He sacrificed all of the inhabitants of Yavin 4 and basically glued his spirit to the temples on Yavin 4 for all of eternity. And this is the point at which the similarities with Snoke start to come back. So this is now an ancient Sith Lord that lived and waged war against the Jedi and the Republic. That's the first similarity. Next, thousands of years later, after Luke has started his Jedi Temple and his new Jedi Order, on Yavin 4, Exar Kun, spirit begins talking to and corrupting a lot of the students, and eventually takes one to be his apprentice, and this apprentice falls to the dark side. Eventually, the spirit of Exar Kun is defeated and the apprentice is turned back to the light. But this very story could be something that Disney could be pulling from when they make Snoke. Snoke could very well be a Jedi turned Sith, or somebody who started out as a Sith, and then waged war against the Republic. And unable to win, unable to defeat the Jedi, he imprisoned his spirit for thousands and thousands of years until suddenly he was awakened by the First Order, who ventured out into the unknown regions and found him. And now he might have possessed, somebody else, or his dead corpse reanimated itself and began to lead the First Order. Let me know what you guys think. Comment why you think this theory might not be so good or why it is good, and mention any relevant information that I might have left out. Thanks.